Okay, so I started to did a little bit diagnosis on the 505. Remember the car died on me some days ago, like 4 or 5 days ago. Um, so I've done some tests, and almost every other thing, everything that is working well, except few, but every other thing that was supposed to make the engine to start and run worked according to my test. Remember, this car doesn't have scan pump, so I have to use multimeter to do most of the test. So what I've done now is I've tested um, the injection and the ignition relay, two injection relay and one ignition relay here. There was one I didn't bother to test that day because I assumed it was supposed to work. It works with, that's a MAP sensor, which is this sensor. MAP sensor. So the relay supplies power both to the map and also to the injection ECU. So I assume that since it works with fuel pump relay, and the fuel pump relay also is the one that send 12 volts supply to the fuel injectors, and also the two fuel pumps. So since the fuel pump was working well, I assume that relay was okay. The ignition relay as well was sending enough current here, 12 volts to the ignition. So I also assume that one is okay. So I just want to test the MAF sensor relay, MAF, MAF, mass airflow sensor. Um, so let's see. So I'm going to do now is I've already done the connection. This is the relay. This is a Cartier relay. So I've done the connection just to watch with my test light to be sure that it works well. So let's watch. So the relay works. So the next thing now is to so the what's it called? So this is the spare MAP sensor. So this is the part number in case you have a 505 V6. Look at it. This is a Bosch. Let's see. 028021. What's this? 0280218006. Hold on, let me confirm. Well, I'll check the current one on the car because it's the same number. But I think the number is correct. 0280218006. So that's the Bosch part number. So I've got this one. I confirm it's working well. I use it to do elimination. So now let's talk about this engine speed sensor or IPM sensor or crankshaft position sensor. So now this is the stock one. This is the stock one. This is what they normally looks like on this end. This side enters the bell housing. This is the connector. So what I did was so I purchased a used one. But I've noticed that this is the one that works with some model with SU engine, PIV engine like ZPJ. I think ZPJ4 too will have the same. And some other Peugeot engines might be with the Peugeot injection system as well. But I noticed some of them actually they are not identical, even though they look alike in terms of the connection. For example, this is pin 1, 2, 3. There are some you will see the pin 2 will actually be for the voltage that or the communication of pin 2 will be on pin 1 or 3, while this will be on this. So what I did on this case was I had to strip this coat and then use my multimeter and confirm it's exactly like the same one. So the pin 2 is pin 2 for the used one I purchased. Likewise, pin 3, which is negative supply or earth, is also pin 3 on this one. Then pin 1 as well. So tape it back. So I'm going to test it down, put it. I'm not going to bolt it. Then swap in the what's it called? The MAP sensor, and see what happens. So now that I've confirmed, I'm going to put back the relay, and so if I crank the engine and it still refuses to start, then I'll know the next thing is the wiring harness. As you can see, the harness from there. So update you guys. Okay, so I've swapped the parts. I've put the used the spare engine speed sensor that I purchased. So this is the stock one, and also swapping the what's it called, the map sensor. Actually, I made a mistake on the part number. I think it's actually 0280213 213-806. Oh, hold on. Say me come right to it. Oh, 0280213-006. So that's the correct number. 0280213-006. So these are old parts, so the numbers have started fading a little. Though I know if I clean it very well, it will show. Okay, so I've connected everything. I'm going to crank the engine now to see what happens. If it starts fine, if it doesn't, yeah, well, means the next step will be a big job, which might take days or weeks. Alright, here we go. Now I can hear the pump is timing. That's the main pump, which is outside. It's running, so the relays are working. If the MAF sensor is not working, the fuel pump, the MAF relay is not working. The fuel pump relay will not work. So the fuel pump will not work. So that's why I didn't bother checking before. But now I just need to be sure to rule it out. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, you can see the current speed is very fast, but nothing. Ooh. Wow. Not that. Okay, we'll continue to stand. Let's see what happens. Blue. I think there's a serious ignition issue or something. Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Finally started. What happened? And this was what you was doing that first day I started it. If I try to accelerate it to rough idle as if it's misfiring. So I don't know what started it. I don't know. Let me get the alternator to start charging. You know these cars, when you don't, since I mounted the use alternator, if I start the car, I need to accelerate before it starts to charge. You see, something is wrong. Started accelerating. Oh, that's not a problem. I think it's bringing out black smoke. But let me allow it to idle for a while. I don't know honestly what the issue is. As it is, I'm not going to drive this car because oh, this was exactly what he did last Sunday. If I followed the car, it started. But if I try to accelerate it, it will off idle. It will kind of misfire. So I was like, okay, if I gear it and put it in motion, it will stop. Maybe over time. Then as I was driving out, it was getting worse until it just went off, and that was the end. And since then, it refused to start. So I want to let it to run for a while. Then I will swap back the old pass. See if I will start by doing it one after the other. I will start with the engine. I'll maybe start first with the engine speed sensor. I'll put back the old engine speed sensor, which is this one. So if the car starts again, then I will know it's used out. That is not the engine speed sensor that caused it. Then I will now swap back the MAF. This, I'll put this one back. See, this is the old one. Now if the car starts again, then honestly I do not know what else to say. What must have caused it? Because I introduced these two things on the car, which still gave the same symptom. It didn't start immediately. It was doing exactly what the other one was doing. You just keep cranking, all of a sudden. But in this case, all of a sudden, you now made that gunshot sound. What I could say, when he made that gunshot sound from the exhaust, I saw black smoke. So let's see. The engine is kind of pumping. Which there's a problem. There's a problem. It's still not clear. I was suspecting by now. You see? That has accelerate to behave like this. So let me try to see if we'll start again. So I'm still running with the old ECU. I didn't swap the spare ECU. So it's the current ECU on the car that I'll be running the car with that is still there. You see? You see, I didn't. There's a problem. Okay. The issue is still there because it's only when I gently accelerate then it accelerates smoothly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the, let's see, let me remove the camshaft position sensor and swap in another one. If it starts, that one is the ruled out. Well then. So this is the sensor. I'm going to put down to keep my camera so I can remove it. Okay, so So okay, so you can see now I plugged in the old one that has this metal thing here. So let me mount it. It's most likely, I don't think it's a component that is faulty. Eventually I may have to pull this wire, I don't know. It's obviously not I don't think it's the fuel injector. Because if a fuel injector is bad, one will stop working. Whichever one is bad will stop working. It won't affect the other injectors from running. Okay, so let's see. And I don't expect it to be the start plug, because you can tell when you virtually rev it and it starts revving well, it accelerates very well. So I don't think it's also the distributor cap. If it's the distributor cap, it will start, but will be rough idle or misfiring if there's a crack. It also has a router, which I doubt whether it's the router. Let's see. Okay, another attempt now. Yeah, well done. He's trying to behave as if he wants to start. I don't know. I can't tell if this is the one. Okay. Let me swap back the sensor. See whether it will start. If it starts, then I will leave the used one I purchased. But I still don't think it's this engine speed sensor. Because if it was engine speed sensor, wouldn't have it's still doing hard start. This one is even beyond normal hard start. Even as if usually I cut the camera when I'm doing this, but this time around I want to just leave it on. It's going to make the video much longer, but it's better. Okay. So I'm connecting the. For now, I'm going to leave this on. Even if it doesn't start, I'll leave it. So I'll know the issue is still also. Is there a vacuum leak somewhere? Yeah, what the possible the vacuum leak shouldn't stop the engine from burning. Hold on. Let me tight the. Forgot to tight the MAF sensor very well. Okay. So let's count and see. Think if I know about swapping the map sensor. What difference? It's not the sensor, obviously. So something is wrong. Okay, so I'm going to end it here. As you can see, if I'm driving this car out to do a test, obviously it would have stopped me on the road. So something is wrong. I don't know what it is. All the relays are okay. So what I'm going to do now is pull the entire wire. So there are two kind of into two. The engine wiring harness. They are in two parts. One is separated from here on the engine bay, while the other one from here into the vehicle. So I'm going to pull everything out and start going to them, including the one that goes to the relay. Those ones that go to the relay ignition module. Pull everything out and then start going to the one after the other. I know I changed some connectors. In fact, almost all the connectors on the engine have been changed. I don't think there's any stock ones still there. Maybe either one or two still remaining because they've all broken. So I've changed them. So I need to start going through all the wires where I joined them together. I'm considering to even start to solder them this time around. And do continuity tests, check everything so no there's a problem. So at least there's a progress. It means something is wrong with the, I don't know what else. Okay, so that brings it to the end. I'm going to stop it now. But this time I'm not going to, I'll take my time. It may take me about close to a month to actually conclude this. I don't want to rush it. So I'll park and leave the car. But take my time, remove the wires and then do all the check and reassemble everything, then see what happens. Alright, but if you have any idea what could be injection issue, ignition issue, kind of behave as if it's an ignition issue. Now this is the distributor actually. I haven't actually touched here, but like I said, the distributor cap, I used 605 VC before, so that one at the point the cap failed, but it didn't fail completely. There was a crack, so one of the cylinders stopped working. So that was obvious. In fact, at that time my hand kind of crossed here. Immediately it passed it, kind of electrocuted me sort of. So I felt the leakage of current from the cap. So eventually, as I removed the cap, I saw the crack where it was. So I replaced it. This router hardly fails, so that's why I don't even want to go there. There's a router inside. They hardly fail. You never come across one that failed. So the reason why, you see why I'm not bothering about this. When this thing started, fuel stopped coming to the fuel injectors. So even if this one fails and stop working, fuel you shouldn't stop fuel from going to the intake manifold. So that's why there is something. And later on, at a point, even when I poured fuel, it still didn't start because if it spark was still going there, then you should be able to produce, run the engine. Okay, just putting out the idea. I eventually will find the root of the problem. I understand the car system. Just this one is going to take me a while to fix. All right. So till next time, I will update as soon as possible.